going on, everybody? Welcome. It's a little laid-back hangout. Gonna be putting together the Lego Shuttle Discovery. This is the second live stream that I've done building the shuttle. My first stream that I did, I finished. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Okay, let me know if it's off. But my first stream, I finished the Hubble portion, the Hubble Space Telescope portion, as you can see here. Over the past couple days, I've kind of built, the beginnings of the shuttle without streaming it, just vegging out a little bit, listening to some tunes, enjoying some quiet time, building the shuttle, and it's been nice. And I figured I would fire up a little relaxing live stream where we could shoot the shit. And I could finish a couple bags. And we could talk life. Whatever's going on. Yeah, I streamed that a few days ago. The very beginning. And it was kind of fun. It was like the first time I'd ever done anything like this, you know. I want to do more streams like this, man. Like I got a glass of sangria here. I have some of my favorite books of all time on the table. I have this Shuttle Discovery right here that I've had. This was made in 1980. Space Shuttle Discovery, and I've had it my entire life. I was born in 86. I've had this thing my entire life. Space Shuttle Discovery right here. And now I'm building a Lego Space Shuttle Discovery in the year 2025, which is kind of neat. But welcome, guys. Welcome. If you guys missed my stream from a few days ago, I'm going to stream this thing on and off until I finish it. And I hope you guys will hang out with me. I've really grown to love putting together. So my birthday was a few days ago. And like a couple weeks ago, my wife asked me, like, do you want anything for your birthday? And I never ask for anything. Like, I'm always like, let's just go to the beach. Let's just go to the pool. Let's just hang out, you know. And this time I kind of jokingly said, I'm in the mood to put together a Lego thing. And my wife was like, well, which one? And it was kind of a toss-up between, the shuttle or the Saturn V. And I went with the shuttle ultimately because, I've had a lifelong obsession with like Apollo, Mercury, Gemini, from a historical perspective, right? But I've seen shuttle launches. I've seen a handful of shuttle launches. I've been to a lot more scrubbed launches than I have launches. I've probably seen maybe, I would actually have to sit down and think about it, but maybe 8 to 10 shuttle launches in my life. I've gone down with my dad. I've gone down solo numerous times. I saw a few with my my wife. We were all there for the last shuttle launch, STS-135, in 2011. And the shuttle, has had a big impact on my life. So I was like, you know what, I kind of want the shuttle. And all of this was kind of like tongue in cheek, a little bit of joking, not thinking that she would get it for me because I never really asked for anything. And then she got it for me, and I'm just super excited because it's like meditative in a way, putting this thing together. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. But, yeah, so if you guys are familiar with the background in a lot of my videos, I have a wall that has like an Apollo poster, a James Webb Space Telescope deep field poster, and it's kind of my space wall. And I'm planning on getting a wall mount off of Etsy. People make like Lego wall mounts on Etsy. And I'm gonna hang the shuttle and the Hubble Space Telescope on my wall. Should be pretty cool. Anyway, welcome guys. Corey, Rave, Cameron, Oscar. uniqueness, MTR. Welcome, guys. Let's see. I'm going to open this bag. I'm going to move some of this fun stuff out of the way a little bit. Try not to knock over my microphone again. If you guys were here for the last stream, I knocked over my microphone pretty good. This is my all-time favorite book, Pale Blue Dot. If anybody's never read it and they're looking for something to read, go for it. Let's crinkle this open. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the first super chat and channel support of the stream. Let me make sure I don't lose any pieces here real fast, Oscar. And let me know if my microphone is too quiet or whatnot. I'm still working out the kinks with these kind of streams. The microphone is like 3 feet further away from my mouth than it normally is when I do my typical streams, you know. My wife made a giant batch of sangria, so I probably should have put more ice in it, but whatever. Oscar says, back from exile like Kenobi, huh? Yeah, I've been pretty quiet on the channel over the past few months. That's just a product of working a lot. I've been working a lot, and I just haven't had any time to do anything on the channel, unfortunately. I'm not even all caught up on Andor, man. I think I'm about to start episode... Oh yeah, I'm about to start episode 8 on Andor. So yeah, Oscar, I guess I've been in exile. I haven't done anything on the channel. I just haven't had any time to devote to it, you know. But doing this stream and other Lego streams that I'll do in the future with this shuttle build, you know, over the next few, probably I'm suspecting that I finish this, and then over, I don't know, the next week or so, just trying to find time whenever I can to sit down and listen to some tunes and, you know, put this thing together. What I've been doing, like, by myself is last night I worked. The other night I started putting the base of the shuttle together, and I had Carl Sagan's Cosmos on, and I finished the entire series. And this is probably, honestly, maybe my third full watch of the original Cosmos series, but I finished it, and it's amazing. I love it as much as I love Neil deGrasse Tyson. For me, like, nothing beats the original Cosmos series. I don't know. There's something about Sagan, and it's been kind of nice to, you know, put a shuttle together and watch something like that. It's pretty cool. But anyway, so yeah, yesterday at work, I've broken a lot of things lately. The other day, I took my dog to the vet, and I stood up, and my phone fell off of my lap. And, you know, I've dropped this thing before. I have an OtterBox. All's good, right? Nope. That thing, all day yesterday, half of the screen didn't work, and then I woke up this morning and the entire screen did not work, which sucks. And I went to the phone store for my provider today, and I got pleasant news. I had no idea that I had got insurance on me and my wife's phones. So, like, I just walked in and I was like, hey man, you know, sorry to bother you. I just want to know what my options are. My screen is not working. I have no idea, you know. I just want to see what my options are. and he pulled up my account, and he was like, "Oh, you have insurance." And I was like, "Oh, okie dokie." So I had no idea that they have a mobile insurance claims thing that drives around to your house, and so I had no idea that was a thing. So they're coming out to my house tomorrow, and fixing my phone. I had no idea. But anyway, also I broke my watch on a call yesterday. Like, completely destroyed my Garmin. I've had that thing for 6 goddamn years. It's been all over the country on numerous hikes. It's been, it's been my trusty watch. It's been on thousands of miles of runs. It's been on countless fires, and it just broke yesterday. Physically broke. And I was like, God damn it. But, that thing I have put that thing through the ringer. So I'm proud of it. So if anybody I'm in the market for a new Garmin. If anybody has a suggestion, I don't want all the bells and whistles. I don't need like super fancy bullshit. I'm pretty simple in that department. I had a Forerunner 45. I can't wear it anymore, of course, but Forerunner 45 came out. It came out and then I bought it, which was about 6 years ago. And I was so happy with it. I don't need anything that like charges by solar power or anything like that. But I don't know if anybody knows anything. But I'm not in the market for like a Samsung watch or an iPhone watch or whatever the hell, or Apple Watch or whatever. I like a simple Garmin that can track my runs. I haven't really looked into them yet. But yeah, anyway, what's new with you guys? As I put together my Space Shuttle Discovery. I did that wrong. Always count what are these things called? Pegs? I don't know. I have no idea. Always count the pegs. Vince, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I appreciate that, man. Good to see you. Vince says, wish Kenobi stayed his ass in exile. How you feeling about Superman? Crypto already tugging at my heartstrings, and now Mom and Pa Kent. I can't wait. Dude, Vince, I mean, you already know. I feel like we're very similar with our opinions of many things. But I am so hopeful for the new Superman. Like, to me, Superman, oh, I'm wearing a Sagan shirt. That was by coincidence. I did not plan that. That's just the shirt that I threw on this morning before me and my daughter went to the pool. I've had it on all day. Oh, Carl. Yeah, so to me, Superman, I would rather see Superman saving a kitten from a tree than fighting a god in the streets of Metropolis. I just want Superman to be my pal, my buddy. I want him to be an attaboy Boy Scout, just a good dude. Like, Superman when you boil it down, it's what you would want someone to do if they have unlimited godlike powers, right? That Superman, it boils down to you just want him to be a good guy. And also I want a little a little cheese ball, a little goofball humor in there. Not humor, but I want I really don't even know how to articulate it. I just like my Superman to be an attaboy. And everything that we've seen so far in the trailers, it has me really hopeful. The one thing that I'm a little concerned for, and maybe it's unfounded, is there seems to be a lot of villains, a lot of other characters tossed in there. I hope it doesn't lose track with just focusing on Superman. If you told me, or if you asked me rather, do you want any other superheroes in there, or big time boss ass villains? I would say no, in all honesty. But I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm really hopeful for it. It definitely looks to be on par with more of what I'm looking for in my Superman. It's the restraint you show when you are a god, right? When you have unlimited power, the ability to destroy everything and bend the wills and wishes of an entire planet to your ideology. What do? Well, you're just a good guy. You're out to help people, and that's the beauty of Superman, right? Superman is heart. But yeah, anyway. I appreciate that, Vince. Cheers, man. You guys hear me okay when I turn like and not face the microphone? It's a little difficult to hear. Should probably. I set this up really bad. I have this crease right here. If I put the shuttle here, I feel like I'm gonna snap it in half. But yeah. I should probably move all my cool shit. Who said that? Let's see. Let me scroll up here. Can I scroll up in the chat? I'm on my laptop over here. Is that Robin? Robin, thank you so much. Hey, HG, dangerously close to a face reveal. Oh no, how do I scroll up now? It went away. There we go. All right. This is silly. I would use my phone for the chat, but my phone is broken and the screen doesn't work at all. So I'm having to use my laptop, which I rarely use. There we go. And I don't even know how to scroll up on this goddamn thing. Robin says, hey, HG, dangerously close to a face reveal. In the middle of moving out, but you're in the background for sure. Might I suggest hosts the planets for building Legos? Hope all is well. Yeah, I did my best to kind of position the camera there, Robin. Facing as down as I possibly could. I think it's all right for now. But I've never heard of, what was it, Holsts? Is that like is that a YouTube series? Is that like instructional, or is that like a review channel? I've never heard of it. This is kind of a new world for me, man. I don't do, the only time I've built Legos in recent history is through sponsorships, and this is the first one, I've got. It was a birthday present. This is the first one that I've got in many years that wasn't a sponsorship, and it's kind of cool. I love it. I have a feeling I'm gonna jump in and do more, but I'll have to check it out for sure. A composer. Oh, okay. A composer to build some Lego stuff too. I like that. I'm always up for some mind music for sure. But I appreciate that there, Robin. Yeah, I'm excited for crypto too. Again, that's another aspect. That's it's a composition music that heavily influenced by John Williams for Star. Oh, I see. Oh, it inspired John Williams. Interesting. This is new to me, man. This is new to me. I'm gonna have to look into that for sure. I will absolutely look into that. I appreciate that information. You guys know me. I'm way more into like the behind the scenes, the making of, the inspiration of Star Wars than I am topical. What is that? 4 of those guys, 2 of these guys, 4 of these guys. Boom. All right, let's see. But I appreciate that there, Robin. One of my dad's favorites. All right, yeah, I will absolutely pull that up and listen to it after this stream. I got some shit I got to knock out after the stream, and I'll turn it on for sure. But I appreciate that recommendation there, man. I guess it goes right like that. It sits right there. Oh no! You fell into the chasm. You fell into the hole. Come out of the hole. There we go. Let's see if I can snap that in. Maybe I was putting it in the wrong spot. Big ass glare. Alright, oh, it goes there. That's awkward. I gotta bend something back. Doesn't seem right. But alright. Oh, okay. That's a little stopper for these boosters. Cool. These guys go right here. Nice. Okay. There we go. Take a quick sip here. I got a lot of empty space up here. My wife makes amazing sangria. It's so good. Sangria is one of my all-time favorite drinks. I just love it. Yes, Unique. What's up, Uniqueness? I'm extremely excited for 28 Years Later. I remember when 28 Days Later came out, and I saw it multiple times in the theater. They had a re-release. I don't. Somebody can probably look this up, but they had a re-release of the movie with an alternate ending. It might have been a year after the movie initially came out, or maybe longer than that. But I saw it multiple times with the alternate ending, and I love the original. I'm not a big fan of the 28 Weeks Later, but yeah, 28 Years Later definitely looks great from what we can see in the trailers. Yeah, 28 Days Later, man. I just, in terms of zombie movies, that just takes the cake for me. Also, I'm a big Danny Boyle fan. You know, he's the director of that movie. Whenever anybody asks me, like, who would I want to direct a Star Wars flick, my answer is always Danny Boyle. I love his directing style. 127 Hours. If you guys have never seen that movie, that's one of my all-time favorite movies. Absolutely worth a watch. It's a true story. 127 Hours. The story about Aaron Ralston in Canyonlands, which is a place that me and my wife were in a few years back. We like doing every year. We like doing like a camping trip, national park trip for our anniversary. And a few years back, we went out there. Not for that, not for a pilgrimage to where he was, but just because we were doing what's called the Utah Mighty 5, a national park trip, and we just happened to be out there. But yeah, 127 Hours. That's a movie I highly recommend. I absolutely love it. Sunshine as well, yeah, Vince. Sunshine's a great flick. Danny Boyle again. I love that movie. I think the visuals in Sunshine are very hard to beat. It's one of the most beautiful movies, I think. There's, I don't know how you feel, but there's a certain point in Sunshine where it kind of loses me. And I'm sure you can think of that point if you've seen the movie. But I would say 75% of that movie is awesome. 75% of Sunshine is awesome. It's definitely worth a watch. Just for the score and the visuals alone, man. It's great. You ever build these things and worry that like one little piece is missing? I've never had it happen, but for whatever, like as soon as I look over at my pieces, I'm like, oh no, it's not there. Oh, there it is. Like every single time. All right, where do we put Old Glory? Bag's almost done. Yeah, that's a good way to put it there. Slow snail, for sure. All right. Is that the right thing? Yeah, that's the right one. Oh, it goes this way. In the bottom. Okay. Everything all right with Mom? How long ago was that? There, Vince. Shit's scary, man. I told my me and my rookie at the station, we do basically every single shift we were doing gear workouts, which is like you put your whole fire gear on, your bunker gear on, you wear your pack, your mask, everything. You're masked up. And we would do these crazy fucking like 30-minute gear workouts where we're flipping tires and doing bear crawls all over the parking lot, and by the end of the workout, we've burned like 700 calories and we're dead. And but you might get a couple calls in between that, and or you don't, and you're lucky. But I told him the other day, I was like, man, I think I'm done with gear workouts, because the amount of carcinogens that get stuck in our bunker gear, and I'm an idiot putting this shit on every third day, doing insane workouts, like opening up my pores, letting this shit pour in. Sure, we wash our bunker gear after every fire, but it's stupid. I mean, just throw on a weighted vest and do some stuff. I love it. It's the most intense workouts ever, but longevity wise, it's kind of dumb. Cancer. It's scary as hell. She ended up being fine, but Annihilation has this theme of cancer, and with that on my mind, it made it way worse. But she's fine. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Yeah, my mom had breast cancer. She's fine now. She came to our house. This was years ago. Shit, what is it? 2020. It's over 10 years ago, I would say now. She came over. We shaved her head, and but she's free now. Obviously, she goes for checkups, but double mastectomy and. It's kicking ass. It runs in my family for sure. My aunt had it. My cousin had it. All the same shit. It's scary. Absolutely scary. Let's see. It sucks, man. Seeing your folks get old, realizing that one day your kid is gonna see you in the same way. Life is weird for sure. Let's see, it goes here. It's not fun. All right, goes like that. I'm sorry to hear that, Pete. Cheers to Aunt JoJo there. It's horrible. Oh, this is weird. All right. I'll figure out how the hell this goes on. Wonky ass piece of machinery. Oh, there we go. That was easy. All right. It just snaps in. Man, how do they come up with this stuff? Crazy. All right, bag 12. So 2 book recommendations that are on here. This one's dusty. It's just been sitting on a shelf in my room. This is Carl Sagan's Pale Blue Dot. It's my all-time favorite book. I've bought it for numerous people that have a slight interest in space and astronomy and space exploration. I love it. Pale Blue Dot. All-time favorite book. If you're more of a fiction fan, Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, the same guy who wrote The Martian. This book rules. Don't look up anything about it. Don't even read the back of the book. Don't even read nothing about it. Project Hail Mary. There's some really fun twists and turns. It's a very imaginative book, and I love it. So if you're a fiction fan, Project Hail Mary. If you like more of just a book of very, I don't even know how to describe Pale Blue Dot. It's a vision of the human future in space, but it is deep. It's I'm not going to say philosophical, but it is a deep book about space. And I would recommend, the audiobook's amazing. I would honestly recommend the audiobook over the physical book. If you want the physical book, get the hardback book. You can find it on eBay for like $3. The hardback book has pictures and diagrams and whatnot. Same context, or same content rather, but it has visuals and stuff. The paperback's great, but I have three different copies at my house because I'm a dipshit nerd ass. But yeah, anyway. Oh, went away from me. Here we go. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support once again. Rachel Lillis's death still gets to me. Actress, never saw her on TV, but heard her voice in cartoons. Died of cancer in her 50s. Just ripped her away. Yeah, it's scary, man. Like, even I was listening to a podcast, and I don't remember what it was, Oscar, but like, I remember what the topic was. It was it was about Morgan Spurlock, and I knew he had died, but I didn't know how or whatnot. And I was listening to it, and all of a sudden they say he felt a pain or something, and I'm like, oh shit, I feel pains all the time in certain areas of my body, you know? And it freaked me out, and it made me sad. He was so young. It's, I just, you know, life is a series of random chaos. And you're lucky or you're not. You catch it or you don't. And yeah, it's horrible to see that kind of stuff. Absolutely. You know what? I mean, there's no whys or rhymes or reason for things. We're genetically or what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Predisposed? I can't even speak. Let me take a sip. I'm thirsty. But yeah, so much is out of our control, right? So much is out of our control. Whether it's disease or accidents. And I don't know. I think even in with my job, it's changed me in the way I look at things and incidents and accident. I don't know. Predisposed. Thank you. I can't speak. Yes, take my recommendations on these beautiful novels from a guy who can't even think of a fucking word. Yeah. A Demon Haunted World is great, Master Build. I probably haven't read that in like 15 years, but I think I own every copy, I'll have to look, but I'm pretty sure I own every Carl Sagan book. I'll have to. I have a box of books, and one is just almost full to the brim with Sagan, and I'm curious what I'm missing. I won't say I own all of them. I'm sure I don't. But yeah, that's a good one for sure. Anyway, all right, let's find bag 12. Oh, what do you know? Right on the top here. So I got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I'm pretty close, man. I'm getting there, chugging along. Let's open up another bag. Vince, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support once again. Ever see the Superman with Richard Pryor? It's fucking weird, man. Insane that people made that movie. And did y'all ever play Superman 64? Scary stuff. I'm sure I have seen it. I've seen so many clips from that movie. I don't know if I've ever sat down and actually watched it from start to finish. Yeah, I don't. Is that the one with Bizarro? Like, not Bizarro, but like where he's sitting in a bar drinking whiskey? I now that I think about it, I really don't know if I've ever seen it from start to finish. But I've seen so many clips and stuff like that. But yes, I have. I remember playing Superman 64 back in the day, and I don't really. I don't really remember knowing what was going on. Like, that would be a fun one to get off eBay. I'm building a retro gaming corner in this office here, right behind me, back here. I have an old CRT TV that I got from my parents. My Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo Dreamcast, VCR. And I might have to grab Superman 64. It's one of those things where I remember, I feel like I owned it, but I must have rented it back in the day. It wasn't good. It was not a good game. But anyway, I appreciate that, Vince. Cheers, man. I'm so excited for the new Superman, Vince. After I see it, I'll hop on here and we will discuss. But once again, like, Superman is the embodiment of restraint when you are a god. He is I want him to be an attaboy, just a good dude, a buddy. You know, Superman is a buddy. Like, my favorite part of that recent trailer was he like snaps his fingers and does, I don't know what he does. He goes like, "Hey buddy, eyes up here," and he flies away. And I'm just like, oh, that is Superman. He's just, it's a little cheese ball. It's a little, Boy Scouty. I'm so excited for it, man. But anyway, yeah, I'm excited to discuss it with you there, Vince, after it comes out and we see it a few times, right? But cheers, buddy. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and thanks for the support. AGR89, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. It's good to see you, man. Hey, HG, it's been a while. Hope everything is well. Happy 48th anniversary to A New Hope. It's been a while for me as well. This is only the second stream I've done in the past few months. Life is busy. Work, family stuff. We've gone on a lot of trips, got trips planned in the future. But everything is going well. We talked about that last stream, AGR, when I started building the shuttle a few days ago on a stream. So we it got brought up. So I said I was gonna show my daughter The Force Awakens as her first Star Wars movie, and so she's 7 years old, and we ended up not watching it. We watched The Incredibles because I thought about it and I was like, it's not inappropriate for her. She's seen like Skeleton Crew, and I think some parts in Skeleton Crew might be a little more there's certain parts in Skeleton Crew that I feel like are a little more dark and scary for a kid than The Force Awakens. But I fired it up, or I turned on Disney Plus, and I was like, you know what? Let's watch a different movie that maybe she'll be a little more into and a little more close to her age. So we watched The Incredibles. And somebody asked me, like, why are you showing her The Force Awakens as her first Star Wars movie? Again, we didn't watch it. But, you know, I know my kid. The Force Awakens would hold her attention way more than A New Hope or The Phantom Menace. And B, I think for most kids in this generation, a modern movie will hold their attention. Also, you know, I think she would love Rey. But I bring this up because if you think about it, like, I was born in 86. You know, I watched a lot of movies from the 70s and 80s and the 90s, obviously. I wasn't watching too many movies from 50 years prior. 50 years prior from 1986 was 1936. I didn't watch shit from 1936 when I was that old. Maybe somebody brought up Wizard of Oz. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I did, but that's one example. So, like, I'm going to be like, hey, kiddo, let's watch this 50-year-old movie. It's my favorite movie of all time, but I don't know if you're going to like it. You know what I mean? It's that just kind of blew my mind. Like, A New Hope is going to be 50 years old in a couple years, rather. 50. And prior to that, 50 years ago. I mean, that's insane. That's insane to me. But anyway, I appreciate that, AGR. Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, I just thought about it. Like, born in 86, it's not like I was watching movies from 1936. You know, you expect kids nowadays to watch 50-year-old movies just because you like them? Nah. No. And it's, yeah. It's not a problem with this generation. Everybody shits on new generations. It drives me crazy. I just turned 39. And everybody shits on whatever, Gen Z. Kids growing up nowadays, it's stupid. When you were their age, people your age now back then were shitting all over you. Look at this dipshit wearing Jinkos. Stop talking down to generations. It's dumb. You look like a dipshit. What are these kids doing? I don't fucking know. Who cares? They'll figure it out, right? I don't know. They got more empathy. They can navigate the internet better than you, who saw a fucking Facebook post and now you think the earth is flat, you dumb fuck. They're gonna be alright. They're gonna be alright. The kids are alright. I never want to be that old, disgruntled asshole. There's a lot of old, disgruntled assholes on YouTube. That's for sure. Not even that old. Just disgruntled asshole. Being an old, disgruntled asshole on YouTube is a moneymaker, man. let's see. There we go. Ah, there we go. I wonder if there's people out there, I'm sure there are, that like open up these bags and like meticulously organize all of these pieces and don't just dump them on a table like some caveman. There we go. Where are you, piece? I need one more of these guys. Oh, you're under a piece. There we go. Bingo. What's up, Cole? Good to see you, man. What where are you at right now? If you don't mind me asking. You don't have to divulge that information. Organizing pieces is called knolling. It's a thing. Interesting. I'm learning so much about the culture of Lego. Last stream, I asked what these little thingies are called. The little peg guys. I don't remember what they're called. And I also asked what these ones are called. Oh, maybe I don't have any in this bag. The ones that have flat, like the flat thingies, the ones that don't have any pegs or whatever they're called on top. I can't remember what they're called either. I'm a goldfish. Studs, there you go. Oh, nice, Savannah. Hell yeah, man. What are you doing there? I love Savannah. Oh, 12 of these. God damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, Savannah's only about 2 hours away from me. Oop, I put it backwards. Nice, man. How long are you going to be there? Yeah, Savannah is it's a fun town, man. Again, it's only about 2 hours away from me and our house, and shit, it's like one of me and my wife's favorite, like, just weekend getaway. You know, hey, mom and dad, can you babysit? We're going to go to Savannah for a night and, you know, kind of go there. And it's a great drinking town. It's fun, man. Oh, no. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right. Got that. Oh yeah, for sure. It's. I've been wanting to bring my boat to your neck of the woods through the fall at least. Savannah is a party town. Easy to get in trouble here. Let me know when you're here. We can go out on the boat if you want. Nice, man. I would love to do that. That would be awesome. I'm trying to think the last time we were there. It was probably about a year ago. Probably, yeah, maybe a little over a year ago. We like to bar hop. We like to go to little holes in the walls. And it's a great town. We always get a hotel kind of close to the river, but we don't really go towards the river that often. We usually go to like I don't know how familiar you are with a lot of the places, but like we always end up going to like Abe's on Lincoln, which is a bar that I don't know when it was built, probably in the 1700s. I am too tall for that bar. I have to squat and duck the entire goddamn time. I think you're pretty tall too, Cole, aren't you? I mean, I say I'm only 6'2", like, but like that I love that bar. They have. I don't even think they have beers on tap. It's just like bottles and cans. But I don't know. There's something about you've been there. Yeah. There's something about like just that old ass. I don't know. You just walk in and you gotta duck the whole time. It's funny. Ah, it's fun, man. I love Savannah. I really do. I'm sure we always end up going to like the same places every time we're there. The wormhole. I've never heard of it. See, I was gonna say you could probably give us some pointers and tips on places there. There's a place called Trailer Park that we like getting food at. I think it's kind of becoming a chain. They have one in Jacksonville now, but I believe it's just Jacksonville and Savannah. It's pretty good. They have like they have these like waffle fry balsamic vinaigrette nachos, or I don't know what you would call them. Yeah, it's great. It's good. They have peanut butter wings, like just really unique stuff that's delicious. Yeah, it's good. But yeah, we love it there, man. Absolutely love it. Just there's an open container law too, so yeah, I'll have that beer to go. Me and my wife really like craft beer. And you can just get it to go in a plastic cup and walk around and appreciate the architecture or the history rather. Yeah. Have you been to Wild or Strange Bird? I don't think so. Strange Bird. Strange Bird. No. There's a place called Odd Birds near us. That's really good. I don't know why I said that. Just reminded me of that. But Strange Bird. We'll have to check that out next time we're there. I'm drawing a blank on places that we've been. We used to love to go to a place called I think it was called Gins and Friends. They used to have like, I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say like hundreds of different martinis that they made. And it was just, I mean, you could get like a Reese's Pieces martini or I mean, they just off the wall shit, and it was so good. It was just fun, But I believe it closed down. Fun place. Savannah. Let me focus on this for a second so I don't put a bunch of stuff in the wrong spot. I'll go there. Castra. Yeah, I'm familiar with Kip Thorne. I've listened to a bunch of his am I missing one? A bunch of his talks, some of his interviews. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I? One sec. Let me figure this out. Let me figure out where I messed up here. 1, 2. Oh, I see. Okay. Ooh, that's tricky. I know you guys can't see the instructions, but glad I caught that. Oh, these go inside. I actually recently watched Interstellar for the first time since the theater. Maybe about a month ago or so. Yeah, again, the first time since the movie theater. And man, I absolutely loved it. I've had a solid top 10 movie list for a decade. And I think Interstellar is probably on there now since I watched it recently. Which is crazy, because when did that come out? Like 15 years ago? I mean, when did Interstellar come out? I watched it in the theater. Didn't watch it since. Watched it, and I was like, oh my God. I don't know if I appreciated that back then. I mean, I was just as obsessed with astronomy and space exploration and all that stuff back then as I am now, but for whatever, and maybe it's because I'm a dad now. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I had a new appreciation for it. You know, I'm sure that makes sense. 2014. Okay. All right, so I got these, those, that, and I need 2 of these guys. All right, let's do this. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 11:46 p.m.
Not bad. Lego tip Greedo from Slow Snail. When I come to stickers, especially the big foil ones later in this set, stick a corner to a small blade so it won't stick to fingers. Also helps alignment. All right, I'm gonna have to keep that in mind for sure. I know that's always just kind of the most nerve-wracking part. Oh, I gotta build 2 of these. Nerve-wracking to me, at least, just because I don't know. I start getting shaky. Like one shot. I don't know if it's a Lego purist thing or something like that, but I really wish they would just put the goddamn stickers on themselves. You know? Because if I'm even slightly off with a sticker on a Lego set, that's all I'm gonna look at until the end of time. You know, that's all I'm gonna think about. Oh, look at that! That's a beautiful Lego set, but look at how I put that stupid ass sticker on. Oh, yeah, there you go. I held this thing up to my microphone over here like it was my camera. Yeah, Keith, this thing is ingenious. It's a modern marvel. Everything's out of focus. But yeah, good call. For sure. All right, let's see. I need 2 of those, 1 of these. And that. these. All right, so let me 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2. Cool. That's Team Worm or Team Meatball. You know, I've always been a fan of the meatball more so than the worm. I don't know. I appreciate both of them, but I'm Team Meatball. I'm Team Meatball for sure. FFC. I am. That's a NASA logo question there. Cole, I am currently on episode 8 of season 2. I'm behind the curve. Just haven't time to sit. I haven't had time to sit down and watch it all. Honestly, most of my Andor viewing has been at work. I lay down in my bunk and I hop on my laptop. And I know it sucks because I'd much rather watch it on my big screen. But I would say 5 out of... No, I'd say 4 out of the 7 episodes that I've watched at work. Just out of necessity, you know what? I want to watch it, so I just lay in my bunk, grab my laptop right before I fall asleep and watch an episode. So I'm on episode 8. I have not watched episode 8 yet. Yeah, that's what my buddy told me, Cole. I'm very excited. I love the show, man. I think it's one of the best. You hate to say like it's the best Star Wars thing, just because I feel like it goes beyond Star Wars. It is just anybody that's never watched a Star Wars movie can or show or whatever can appreciate it for what it is. You know, it's incredible. Yeah, I'm super excited to continue on. I'm gonna be sad when it's over, but the release schedule just did not agree with my life. 3 episodes every Tuesday. I can't do that. I can't do that. $28 of these things? What the hell? All right. 3. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. All right, this... Sorry guys, I am making sure that I'm not putting these all in the wrong order. You know how many times I've like put a long line of pieces together and realized that I was one stud off? I had to rip them all off. Alright, so that side's done. Nice, Ice. Happy birthday, man. You are the same age that I was when I started this channel. 14 years ago. Happy birthday, buddy. I just turned 39 a few days ago. Whew, that took a while. Oh, you have no idea. Bag 12 is almost done. Hell yeah. I'm gonna hop off after this. I finish this bag there. Slow. Absolutely there, Shang. I went down for the Artemis 1 launch with my dad, my wife, and my daughter, and then I got scrubbed, and then I wasn't able to go to the actual launch. I was pretty bummed out, man. But yeah, I'm extremely excited. Extremely excited. You know, I'm not anticipating it to stay on schedule. We all know how those things go, but I'm very hopeful. I've been following the Artemis program. I mean, since its inception. So these things are disappointingly slow, right? Yeah, absolutely, Cole. You should do that. I don't really know. I'm sure there's a million places to drop in over there. I'm not too familiar with where you could drop in. I would love to put my kayak in for a launch, but we typically, if I'm not in Kennedy Space Center for a launch, we usually go to what's called Spaceview Park. It's close. It's right across the water. It's a great view. There's some statues and a little bit of history there. So yeah, I would say if you're not inside of Kennedy Space Center, Spaceview Park is kind of the one of the best places to go if you're looking to park and put up some lawn chairs. Nice. That's it for bag 12. And now I'm on to bag 13, which is that guy right there. Whew. But that's it for me tonight. Mosquito Lagoon is the spot, I think. Okay. I've never looked into to putting a boat in or a kayak in any around Kennedy. I've honestly never really thought about it, but that would be amazing. Yeah. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 12:09 a.m.
Oh shit, it's past midnight. All right, guys. I knocked out 2 bags tonight. I don't know when the next time that I stream will be. I'll probably finish a couple bags during the day tomorrow and just kind of veg out, enjoy some time, and I might. I'm trying to think. I might do a stream tomorrow night. We'll see. And I might even finish this thing up tomorrow night. We'll see. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I've been really enjoying putting this thing together. I can't wait to see it come to life. I'm gonna hang it on my wall here. Let me show you. There's nothing that will. All right, yeah. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear me too well. So I'm gonna put this entire completed shuttle and the Hubble Space Telescope, which is a part of this set. I'm gonna mount both of these over here. Let me show you. Can you guys still hear me? I'm stepping over my microphone. There's cords and bullshit everywhere. So I'm gonna be putting the I'm gonna be mounting the shuttle over here somewhere. I think I'm gonna redo this wall, and I'm gonna mount it with the Hubble on that wall. Yeah, so that's gonna be my little space wall. I'm gonna put the shuttle there. I have a few ideas, but yeah. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you guys the next time I stream. All right, thanks for hanging out. It's past midnight. I need to get to bed. See ya.